Hello everyone, my name is Melissa and I'll be here teaching you how to crochet. And I'll probably be putting some knitting tutorials up too. We're going to be making this little swatch here. I'll be showing you how to make your slip knot, your foundation chain, your single crochet, and your double crochet. And you see the single crochet is very tight, smaller stitches, and double crochet is very airy. I can put my fingers through everything. And the chain row is just this down here, so you can start off. Okay, I will be using this light green colored worsted weight yarn, 4 ply, 100% acrylic. And this J hook, it's by Boy, 6mm. Okay, to begin, you'll need your slip knot. Pinch your yarn onto your ring finger with your thumb and wrap around the loop. You're going to insert your crochet hook, grab this working yarn, it's still attached to the ball, grab it and pull it through, and then pull it tight onto your hook. Just like that, but not too tight, so you can still move it. Now for your chain row. Actually, I'll show you how to hold the yarn first. My bad. What you're going to do is you're going to drape your yarn over like this and pinch it between these two fingers. And then you're just going to hold it this way, and you can grip it, or some people put it like that. But I don't. I just do it this way. Anyway, on with the chain row. You're going to take your hook and you're going to hold it on this little flat edge here, the grip, and you're going to wrap your hook around. This is called a yarn over. See, you wrap your hook and you're going to pull this little loop you have on your hook through the slip knot. That is your first chain stitch. And you're going to wrap your hook again, and you're going to go through the next one. There's 2. Wrap and pull through. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll start off with a chain of 10. Now see, notice how they're all very even chain stitches. Yours may not be even at first. It may be bigger or smaller than the other ones. That's okay. You'll get your tension down once you get the hang of crocheting. I don't know if that showed up on video. Sorry. But, well, here we go with your single crochet. Now, instead of going into this first chain here, that this one's coming out of, this one never counts on your hook. You're going to go into the second one. 1, 2. Go into this one. Right in like that. And you yarn over and you're going to drop a loop. So you have 2 loops in your hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through both those 2 loops. You have your first single crochet. And you're going to go into the next stitch. Like here, there's your first one you just worked into. You're going to the next one right here. And then you drop a loop. And you're going to pull through both those 2 loops. And you're going to continue this way across the row until you get to the last stitch. So you go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, or pull through both. I'm sorry, my mind's getting ahead of myself. Go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, go through both. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and go through both. And you continue just like that into the last stitch. And there's your first row. You should have 9 single crochet. See, 9 across. Now, do another row of single crochet. What you're going to do is you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And you see what looks like these 2 little loops here, these 2 little horizontal pieces of yarn right here. You're going to insert your hook right into that second one, not this one. This chain 1 counts as your first single crochet. You're going to go into the second one, and you're going to make sure you go underneath these 2 little loops on the top. And then you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, just like your normal single crochet, and then pull through 2. I can't talk. And you're going to do the same thing all the way across the row. In, under the 2 loops, drop a loop, and go through 2. In, drop a loop, and go through both. Excuse me. In, drop a loop, and go through both. You're going to continue that until you have your second row of 9 single crochet. So right now we have 8. Going to the top of those turning chains. Oh my goodness. Oh, I get tongue tied a lot. I'm sorry. You're going to go into that first chain that you skipped right before you started your first row, right here. And you can work another single crochet. So you have 9 across. Okay, now that we're finished 2 single crochet rows, I'm going to show you how to do the double crochet. Now, remember how we chained 1 before we started this row here of single crochet? For every row of single crochet you're going to work, you're going to chain 1. But see, for every row of double crochet you're going to work, you're going to chain 3. This will count as your first double crochet. All turning chains count as your first unless specified otherwise. So this gets your height. You're going to turn. Now, to work a double crochet, it has to be taller. So we're going to have more loops to work with. You're going to yarn over, then you're going to go into your first stitch. Well, technically the second stitch, but anyway. You're going to pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, not 2. You have 3. And you're going to yarn over, you're going to pull through 2 of those loops, and you're going to have 2. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. And you just worked your first double crochet. They look very similar, don't they? The chains and the double crochet. That's the point. And you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go into your next stitch and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2 again. You have 3. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have 4 double crochet now. Well, 3 in your chains. You're going to continue in this way across the row. So yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over into your next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, excuse me, again, pull through 2, pull through 2. You have 8 double crochet. Now, you're probably thinking, exactly where am I supposed to stick my hook now? I mean, there's no nice chains for me to stick it in. So you go into these two right here, these two little loops right here for your last. It'll be easier to see on this next row, and you work your double crochet. And you're going to chain 3 again, and turn, and you're going to work another row, double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to continue through all the chains here, all the way across, till you get to your last stitch, and I'll show you what's different. Now we have 8 double crochets. Now, we have to turn it a little bit to see it a little bit better, but you see these 3 turning chains. There's going to be the top one, the third one that's right along this row you've been working in. You're going to take your hook and you're going to go through it. Now, I find it a little hard sometimes because I chain tightly, which, I mean, it's advised to chain a little bit loose. I go up through the first loop and then down with the point of my hook through the second. So I have those 2 loops on my hook from the row. And sometimes if it's a little too tight, I'll go in there first and stretch it out a little more before working the stitch so I can get it in a little easier. So yarn over and work your double crochet as normal. Alright, now we have learned the slip knot, the chain stitch, the single crochet stitch, and double crochet stitch. Now you see how these have a gap right here. You're going to have the same thing right here. Wherever you have chain 3, you're going to have these little gaps for double crochets. It's perfectly normal, so don't panic. If you have some trouble with these, feel free to ask me some questions. I don't mind. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. I'm sorry for fumbling over words. This is my very first tutorial with anything. Now, to just simply end this, what you're going to do is you're just going to cut your yarn. And you're just going to pull up. And you have that one strand and you pull it tight and secure it down. So now we have 2 little swatches. Alright. I hope this was helpful. I really do. I want to put more of these tutorials out here. I'm sorry for my coughing. I'm a little bit sick. So I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next tutorial.